hundreds of subfolders,
Yeah.
and we only went to one that says teaching.
Right.
Okay, all of them are inside the same web page, but each one of those, they do different things. But since they are exactly in the same folder, the same project, then you're able to see all of them. So if I had another folder with a different project, you can see it.
But for security purposes, you would want to have them separate, right? If you didn't want people to go into a particular folder, instead of hiding and having them in so many different layers, you just create a different project, right?
Well, and for these classes specifically, you know, the servlets, right? They're hidden.
Right.
So the people from the outside cannot actually get to them. Okay, the program inside can go to them and do what it needs to do. And on the query line up on top, it wouldn't even show you where you are. It doesn't, so the user doesn't know that you are in another folder, right? As far as the other one, there are some whole bunch of rights that you can set a folder, you can set a file, that you can read them and execute them, but you cannot see them, you cannot change them, you cannot write to them. So that's the other way of security, that you can do that by way of giving rights to the folders, the files, and stuff like that. So that was called what? Oh man, I lost track.
That's it, finish.
Finish? Okay, so that's this guy here. So we go back to the instructions, we did this, and then this is the folder that corresponds to the pattern of the controller. What controller? Oh, we did this already, so that's done. What controller is he talking about? This guy here, right? Okay. So we go back over here, we almost finished. Amazing, huh? The copy, the edit, the confirm, and the process from the star example tutorial, and then you're gonna have to modify all kinds of things. So do we do that, or we
From the website.
go here, right?
Yeah, on the start example, you could copy the JSPs, that might be quicker.
Actually, I think it'll be quicker if you go over here
Okay.
and you take the examples from there, because they're already there, right? And then it's like, so which one is, we did this one, now we're doing this guy, right?
Yeah.
This is where we are, so we need to copy all of these three guys. We already did this one and this one, so let's go for the edit. So before I copy that guy here, so the best thing to do here is to go ahead and create, is that where we go? Yeah, right? We create a folder. JSP, and we call it? With a capital E, right? Right? Capital edit, and just finish. Now we come back over here, eventually, okay. And we take it right from here, Control A, Control C, we come back to this guy
You
here.
didn't click inside of it.
I'm sorry?
You clicked the entire page.
I did? Oh yeah, you're right. That would have been a mess. Okay, so here you go. So we replace this. This is so much better. Let's make sure we got everything. So we got the 5 here, right? The type of doctor he's talking about. This is a simple guy. The form is the guy that is a controller. He's gonna take us out to the controller. And this one has the aversion. And it's got the ref data that we had up there. The thing that Ms. Darlene was asking for. This is the guy. Period hobby. And the same ref data, aversion. The two data items that we had on the, what was it? Right here, right, wasn't it? Yeah, see, this is ref data, and then we added the hobby and the aversion. So they are there. And then we save this guy, and then what's the next guy that we have to create there? What's it?
Confirm and then process.
Confirm and process, right? So we go over here and we say new, what is that? JSP, right? Confirm with a capital. And we're done. Then we come back to the guy here. I love this. It's this guy right here, right? And this is the guy, right? So duck 5, okay, this copy the same. Still this the ref guy in there, more ref guys in there. No problem, right? Save this guy, we come back over here. The next guy will be the process, this is the guy, right? And that's process with a P capital, so we created right in here. Yes, P. This is the guy. We double check just in case. Ref data, same thing. So pretty simple, right? When you have a book. All right. So what's next? Tutorials. And we were on 3. And we were somewhere here, right? Okay, so folder with that, copy the edit, confirm the process. From that, modify all of the elements on the EL. The EL is the extended language, which we did with the ref data guide there. Replace the parameters, which we did. From now on, all reference to the data will be to the session, not to the prime object. All right, so we need to change the index file existing on the web pages, which will be on the web pages. So it will be this guy here, right? And this is the welcome page. Okay, modify the page by adding the that one
Hyperlink.
to the controller. Okay, so anybody knows how to do that?
Yeah, they try.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave that guy there. I'm gonna come back to this guy and we put that on the heading? No? Maybe right here, right?
Yeah,
It's
change
gonna be
the
even-
to
No
data.
problem.
Data being now.
Okay, so data bin, so this one will be right here, data bin. We take that guy there, and do we change controller?
No?
Mm.
Okay, and then we change this, right?
Yeah.
It's okay, yeah? So what's next? Where were we? We gotta finish this today, for sure. Modify the hyperlink and use the value of the pattern, which we already did. Removing that, right? The link can be removed, do not link to the edit page. All accesses will be done to the controller. So run the project. How do we run the project? The exit, the index will appear in the browser. Enter data into each field, access the page, and notice that the data is sent from page to page. The GSP now is reading the data from the bin, not from the query string. How can we find that out?
Run it.
Run it, run.
So are the packages now storing the information instead of it?
It's gonna be in the bin, in the data bin. So there it goes. All right, so what I wanna know is, okay, so this one is chapter 3 bins controller, right? So that's the real name, and it's running index.jsp.
Click on it.
So we click on it, so what it did was, it went into the data bin controller. So right now, it's on data bin controller, and we're gonna say, I don't know, Java, it's a good hobby. A version, C++. That's C++. Okay, let's go. Confirm, so what happens here? It's still on the data bins, it's still on the controller, right? It's passing this information here, C++. And this is simply the body I will send this. So we don't know right? How can we tell from the outside?
Control C, capital C.
I'm sorry?
Oh, no.
No. Okay, so we're gonna edit that, and then instead of that, we're gonna say something else, about COBOL. Right? So it's still passing the data, and now we're gonna process it, and voila, it's done. And then we're gonna edit it, and then over here, we go ahead and put, I don't know, food. How's that? And make sure, see if this changes.
Works.
Works.
Alright, let's go eat.
Let's go and eat.
No, let's go eat.
Let's go in. Now, let's see.